Is presented by Calvo's Insurance, serving Guam for 80 years. Matson and the Adayitano program. Harley-Davidson of Guam. Visit our new showroom now located on Route 8 in Mighty. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dededo. Always open, always local.
Coming up on Guam's primetime newscast, Carmen Terlahi has the very latest on the tour bus that caught on fire on Wednesday night. Plus, caught on camera and now caught by police. A pair of jewelry thieves arrested after court marshals recognized them in video. And also tonight, motivational speaker and fitness guru Coach Payne is on island, telling it like it is during a seminar. Nick Delgado was there and has a very inspiring story. Hafa to all of our local viewers watching on KUAM TV, and a special hafa to everyone watching around the world on Facebook Live tonight, because it was quite the frightening scene along Airport Road overnight after a tour bus caught fire. 30 sailors and the driver miraculously made it out unharmed, with the incident grabbing the attention of many who pulled out their cell phones to record it all unfolding. Now tonight, our Carmen Terlahi spoke with one eyewitness who shared his unique story.
Randy Davis from the village of Tamuning was just driving with a friend Wednesday night along Airport Road when he passed by this scene. Recording the bus on fire with his phone to share with his friends on Facebook.
As we were passing by the bus, all we could hear is something go, a really loud pop. I'm not too sure what could have popped. It could have been the tires from the flames. It was just a crazy moment to see because I've never seen that in my life here.
Flames, he says, he spotted from far away before moving closer.
There's black smoke coming from on top of the hill. And as soon as we got on top of the hill, we saw fire and we saw passengers on the side. Or there were some exiting out of the bus, and there was the bus driver.
Navy officials confirmed the 30 passengers on the Turtle Tours bus were sailors heading from the airport to Naval Base Guam. GFD put out the flames only moments later. Thankfully, no injuries were reported. But Davis says it was still a scary moment.
From what I saw, they seemed to be fine. Maybe a little bit shook up, but they seemed to be fine when I was passing by. This was kind of like a life and death kind of thing, because if your car catches on fire, you know, your instant reaction is going to be shocking. It's going to be terrifying. So I was putting myself in their shoes, just thinking if I was in that situation and my family was in that bus.
A situation that Brad Kloppenberg, Vice President of Business Development for Kloppenberg Enterprises, management of Turtle Tours Guam, says they want to prevent. Kloppenberg says the cause of the fire has yet to be determined, but the company is glad no one was hurt. Currently inspecting other buses to, quote, be on the safe side. Randy is still wishing visitors stay safe during their time on Guam.
I really hope that the families that were in that bus are all right. I hope that, you know, while they stay here, that, they don't get discouraged or anything.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Carmen Victoria Terlahi.
All right, thanks, Carmen. Other news tonight, a pair of people on the run in that Tumon jewelry store theft we first told you about have been captured. Now get this, police picked them up at the local courthouse as one of the suspects was there for a separate matter. 39-year-old Jesse Belen and 33-year-old Gina Lujan have been charged with theft of property, retail theft, conspiracy, guilt established by complicity, and criminal facilitation. The couple was caught on camera, as you now know, allegedly pocketing more than $700 in merchandise, including jewelry and a vape device, from the Silver Mania jewelry shop Sunday afternoon. Multiple tips were called into police following our report, with Superior Court marshals recognizing the couple at the court on Wednesday. Police showed up soon after and made the arrest. Now, it's worth noting that prison records show that Lujan was arrested in 2017 for retail theft. Belen has an extensive criminal record that includes charges of burglary, robbery, kidnapping, and attempted murder. Elsewhere tonight, a corrections officer charged with home invasion and kidnapping will face a jury early next year. Darren Karangdang Cruz appeared in court Thursday with the charges he faces stemming from an incident 2 years ago. We first reported that Cruz allegedly hid in a woman's home and forced her and a man to another location where he brutally beat the man for hours and threatened to kill them if they told police. The woman identified Cruz as her estranged husband and stated that she had been seeking a divorce. Trial's been set for January. Well, a tip to the Mandanya Drug Task Force has resulted in one man being placed under arrest for drugs. Philip Casso has been charged with delivery of a controlled substance, with court documents stating investigators met with a source about apparent illegal drug activity. An undercover drug was then conducted, and it tested positive for ice. Authorities say the suspect was known to have a history of drug-related offenses. Police then raided the suspect's home in Dededo on Wednesday, ultimately taking him into custody. Well, in other news tonight, his pain is his passion. Longtime motivational speaker Coach Payne is on island and is spreading his message to anyone who wants to listen. Dozens were thus inspired by his story shared at the Loti Hotel in Tumon today. One of them was Nick Delgado, who files this report.
Dwayne Montgomery calls it like he sees it.
When it comes to pain, embrace it.
But you can just call him Coach Payne.
I never really realized that it would become a household name.
A name that stuck with him for the past 16 years. This motivational speaker and fitness coach is on Guam, offering words of encouragement.
Surround yourself with people that honestly want to do something with their lives. Get away from people that are negative.
The seminar allowed this group of participants a chance to get inspired.
Don't ever be thriving and say, oh, I'm successful. Who told you that lie? You ain't successful, you just working. Success is limitless. It never stops. You never get complacent.
But behind the name and the talks is Coach Payne's personal story that led him to the man he is today. His passion for what he does comes after the death of his mother, a woman he says he will always remember for her sacrifices, support, and guidance. His father also there, inspiring him to push through the difficult times.
Push back! Don't do this. No. Get up. Let's go. I'm going. I'm pushing. I'm going. I'm pushing. I'm going. I'm tired. What you tired from? So what? Get up. I'm tired. What you tired from? You ain't done nothing to be tired.
It's an experience that since motivated him to help others through their struggles and using what some may call tough love.
Stop depending on people to make you happy first. Be happy with yourself. Stop letting other people dictate your life. Stop letting everybody write a chapter in the book about you. It's your life. Do something with it. Stop trying to look like this person and be happy with you. Stop trying, I wish I looked like him. If it was meant for you to look like that person, you would be that person. You ain't meant to look like that. That's not for you. You are who you are. Now work on you.
All right, thanks so much, Nick, for that report. Please stay tuned, everybody. Primetime continues right after this.
There are more ways to experience Guam via KUAM News, giving you what you want, when you want, and how you want it. From smart devices, Alexa, what's in the news?
Here's your flash briefing.
Over the web, on mobile, on streaming platforms, with immersive, interactive formats, and via social media where it's more than just content, it's conversation. More ways to keep you informed and entertained whenever you want it, wherever you are, on whatever device you're using.
When we face an uncertain path, when we struggle with life's challenges, and when the unexpected happens,
it's a beautiful day.
We rely on the people we trust,
It's a beautiful,
who we can always count on,
beautiful day.
and the ones who give us the most care throughout the years. Rely on Calvo's Select Care to give you the comfort and security you need
It's a beautiful day.
wherever you are. Gov Guam employees, retirees, and survivors, enroll today.
Win adventure in the ITNE Explore Your World Million Mile Giveaway. Every week from July 16 to November 2nd, we're giving away 60,000 United Mileage Plus miles to ITNE postpaid and prepaid subscribers. Imagine where you could go. Go on a weekend getaway to the Philippines. Enjoy fresh sushi in Japan. Itadakimasu. Sip a latte at a cafe in Paris. Or use your miles for shopping and other rewards. It's your world. Explore it.
It's Micronesia Mall's 30th anniversary, and to celebrate, we are giving away a new Kia Soul LX, a Mazda 3i Sport, the popular Honda Civic LX, and 30 Manila Flyaways during our 30th anniversary Drive-Away Flyaway. Win 3 great cars from Triple J Auto Group, 30 Flyaways from Philippine Airlines, plus thousands of prizes from Burger King and Foot Locker when you play Micronesia Mall's 30th anniversary Drive-Away Flyaway.
When the tents go up, the prices come down during Cars Plus Superstore's massive tent sale. Going on now at Mighty. Through Monday, every brand new Hyundai, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram truck is priced to sell. Or check out our great selection of premium late model, low mileage pre-owned vehicles too. On-site financing is available for qualified buyers. Plus, buy today and receive a Cars Plus value card where you get 21 cents off per gallon at all Shell stations. It's our massive tent sale. Now through Monday. Only at Cars Plus and Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Welcome back, my friends, to Primetime right here on KUAM TV and Facebook Live. Well, the Rotary Club of Guam kicked off its general election political forums Thursday with 5 Democrat senatorial candidates: Amanda Shelton, Lassie Casil, Jack Hattig III, Kelly Marsh-Taitano, and Sabina Perez. They appeared before Rotary members, explaining their priorities if indeed elected.
So one of my first pieces of legislation, it would be the GMH Rehabilitation Tax Credit Program. And though this wouldn't be an overall fix, I know that it can bring immediate relief to the hospital. It would be a 2-year pilot program for a $5 million dollar-for-dollar match for those who would like to donate directly to our only civilian hospital.
I was actually approached by the Guam Visitors Bureau to help tap into a new market, a multi-billion LGBT tourism market. Last year, there were 8 million visitors to our area, totaling $12.5 billion in tourism receipts. If we could just tap into 1% of that, 80,000 people, that would mean $125 million of new revenue for our island.
I want to help businesses by streamlining our government and getting rid of some of the bureaucratic red tape that exists. I want to help make it easier for businesses to secure clearances and government permits. I want to make sure that our people's interests are protected. I want to focus on working with the business community on finding out how we can create a lasting living wage, not to call it a minimum wage, but a living wage for our people.
Putting into place a real rainy day fund. We've had one on the books, but let's put some effort together, plan for having a real rainy day fund to weather out some of the financial storms that we go through. I want to advocate for us using data and analysis and using that to make real informed decisions.
We also need to look to increasing revenue sources. And I feel we haven't maximized the federal programs. I hear all the time that we leave money on the table. And one of the things that we see is like Medicare and Medicaid, we need to match those funds in order to make sure that money is brought into our healthcare and our hospitals.
The Rotary Club's political forums continue next week with 5 Republican senatorial candidates. In other news, the Guam Solid Waste Authority needs a $23 million loan with which to pay the construction of a new cell at the Ladzon landfill. Federal receiver Gershman, Brickner, and Bratton submitted the request to the Guam District Court on Thursday, saying the cells needed to provide the capacity to properly dispose waste in compliance with local and federal statute. It adds that the failure to timely complete Cell 3 would deprive GovGuam of the revenue needed to fully fund post-closure obligations and put Guam at a, quote, great economic peril with no way to dispose of its solid waste, end quote. Gershman, Brinkner, and Bratton was appointed in 2008 after GovGuam was found in violation of the Clear Water Act. It oversaw the closure of the old Ordit dump and the opening of Ladzon. GovGuam has been trying to reassert control over the solid waste system, even going so far as to argue that GBB is purposely delaying the turnover. But several deadlines were extended after the court basically found that the Guam Solid Waste Authority was not ready. In utilities news, the CCU passed a resolution Tuesday for a new method to compute rates for solar power users. The Consolidated Commission on Utilities approved GPA's proposal to replace the current net metering credit with a value of solar policy. GPA contends solar users benefit from the system but do not pay the full cost of using it. It says last year alone, regular customers subsidized solar users to the tune of almost $3.5 million, and GPA projects that number will keep growing. The plan would phase in the new rate and eliminate the subsidy over a 5-year period. This will still allow the existing 1,700 solar customers to recover their rooftop system investments. Any new solar users will be charged the effective rate at the time. The new rate policy must still be approved by the Public Utilities Commission. Elsewhere tonight, Sure Stay is open for business and officials say it's here to stay. Pasita Tomada, the CEO and president of Sure Stay Guam, a Best Western hotel, says the facility's location in Barragata makes it attractive for locals and tourists alike.
Welcome to Sure Stay, everyone.
We would like to offer this hotel, since the location is not by the beach side, to cater to the needs of the people of Guam. There's a lot of other needs for a hotel, which is not being catered by the other hotels of the island.
After the ribbon cutting, the company expressed thanks to charitable organizations giving back to the community. Sure Stay prides itself on being an affordable and comfortable option for travelers and even locals planning one of those wonderful staycations. Well, in environmental news headlines tonight, can steel straws save turtles in our island's waters? Replacing plastic straws is the new eco-trend, with members of the University of Guam's Sea Grant program helping students to make the switch. Today, they gave away for free 500 reusable straws. Here's more with Carmen Chalahi and Think Green.
It's a picture of a sea turtle in pain.
A student from the Sea Grant program in Texas found a straw lodged in a sea turtle's nose. And so, of course, these little things are what should, initiate a change.
A change that Josefa Munoz, a sea turtle researcher with UOG Sea Grant, says starts with reusing straws made of stainless steel. She's one of many who's made the switch to recyclable utensils.
For me, I won't grab a coffee unless I have either my reusable cup or my reusable straw. It's important that we take these little steps and include these habits, such as using the reusable straw, towards giving them a better livelihood. Less plastic in our oceans means that our coral reefs are healthier, our fish are, healthier as well, and, our sea turtles.
Keeping oceans clean also sustains livelihoods, says Raymond Shinohara, a research assistant at Sea Grant, who also helped give away 500 reusable straws.
The more you use it, the more you'll be more conscious of having your stainless steel straws. People have cases, cleaners for it now. There's a lot of people who still live off the land and the ocean, and by reducing the use of plastics, we could maintain our ecosystem so we have more fish in the environment that we live in.
With an island-wide plastic ban just 2 years away, UOG Student Government President Evander D. Guzman says students are leading the way for a greener Guam.
The students here always have a major impact for our future, so it's better to start off with a better green environment, like promoting these straws and going plastic bag free and all that good stuff.
Unlike other social media crazes, Munoz hopes this Think Green craze sticks.
Let's not just make it a trend. Let's make it a staying habit.
For this week's Think Green, I'm Carmen Victoria Cherlahi.
All right, thanks so much, Carm. Sports is coming up next with KUAM Game Changers.
How easy is it to redeem points using the rewards feature on the Alpha Plus app? I'll show you. To redeem your points, simply present your Alpha Plus app to an authorized representative at any one of our partner merchants. It's that easy. Alpha Plus. Make every day a plus.
Are Mom and Dad here yet?
Not yet. We didn't get her late.
We gotta stop for cash. I forgot my card.
Just use your phone.
Right.
Forgot your Bank of Hawaii debit card? No problem, because now you can get cash with your phone with cardless cash from Bank of Hawaii. Introducing Cardless Cash. Download the Bank of Hawaii app today. Welcome to tomorrow.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports, brought to you by Triple J. I'll get to some programming news in just a bit, but first off, your Gatorade Game Changer with Chris Barnett. Check it out.
Brian Anderson is a triple threat. The three sports stars of Father Duenas Sr. and a big part of FD's championship wins in volleyball, football, and rugby. Brian played middle for FD's volleyball team, and the team was looking for the title for the late Tony Thompson. Thompson passed away at an FD volleyball game, and the Friar Nation continues to hold Thompson in its hearts and memories.
Playing for Coach Thompson was our main goal. We wanted to show how much we respected him and how much he was such a good mentor to us. And in the end, we only wanted to win a championship for him because he was a great father figure, a part of our lives.
Brian has played rugby since middle school, and in his junior year, he was chosen as a first-team All-Islander at wing. He said the physicality of rugby is what attracted him to the sport.
It's very aggressive, but it also brings out the best in people, how people will be able to show how they excel on the field.
Football wasn't always on Brian's mind. He never played youth football, but he says his younger brother has been an inspiration to him.
I wanted to hopefully challenge myself because I've heard that FD football is very challenging, and my brother was a very big influence in me joining football, so I just wanted to try something new.
Brian plays wide receiver for the Friars, using his speed to make tough catches and nab yardage after grabs, and his brother just happens to be FD's quarterback.
Playing alongside my brother has been an awesome experience because not a lot of people will be able to have that experience. So it makes me not only want to better myself, but help him along the way, no matter what obstacles are in front of us.
Brian tips his helmet to his coaches.
Our coach sees our potential in us, and they work their very best to bring that potential out, and we try our very best to actually live up to our coach's expectations. So they push us hard every practice, and they always teach us to be disciplined no matter what.
He also exceeds expectations in his studies. He's been a 4.0 student every year at FD, and he took first place in the Guam History Day competition and has been in the National Honor Society since he was a sophomore.
NHS has taught me to always stay on top of my grades and stay on top of my role as a leader to the school. And it has helped me become more active inside my community and made me want to help and give back to the community.
Brian has done a superior job at maintaining excellence with both his athletics and his academics. He's strong in the faith, and he wants to leave his legacy with FD's storied sports history. When he sets his mind on a goal, he's sure to follow through, no matter what. And that's what makes Brian Anderson a Gatorade game changer.
Now for your programming news, NFL on CBS, KUAM TV 11. The early game, 3 in the morning, is the Buffalo Bills at the Green Bay Packers. Then at 6:25, you can catch the San Francisco 49ers take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Keep it locked to the stations of KUAM, NFL on NBC now. KUAM TV8, 10:15 in the morning. It's the Baltimore Ravens at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, that's going to do it for sports.